Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have another 2v2 Iron Man, $30 a head, $60 a team, so the winning team will win $60 and the losing team will lose $60. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below at the very top of the description, if you want to go ahead and play in any of these future Iron Mans. And then we're going to have Yuchi Hungary versus Matrix, and then hopping right in, we're going to go ahead and we are going to see Matrix on Team 2 win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will be deciding to go first. 60 versus 60, opening hands. We have Wind, Small World, Fateful, Wind, and Water. So it's very unfortunate that they did open up 3 prank kids, but at the same time, not drawing a going second card. Fateful is Vashuda, which is cool, and then they have Temple, Souls, Conquistador, Nib, and Right. So it looks like Cyberse Eldlich. So they're going to activate Temple, trying to bait an Ash Blossom there maybe, because they could have just activated right from hand. And then like at bare minimum, they have like Griffin DPE set up, but now Souls has to draw into something to get to that point. And then bring out Fateful. I personally don't like doing that play. Like, yeah, you check for Ash and you check for Bell, which is cool, but I don't know, you just don't really need to do that. I don't know. I get that if it gets ashed, it's like really good for you, but I don't like doing it. And they're going to search Draco back, Fateful effect, search Griffin, and then discard Draco back effect to equip, and then Souls send 2, and then Souls draws into Imperm and Dasher. See, that's not good. Also, this is my first video I've recorded since I came back from the YCS. All the videos I posted over the YCS weekend was like obviously recorded pre-YCS. Yeah, I ended up doing bad. I think I went X2-1 round 8, and it's like at that point I'm not topping, so I just dropped. Yeah, I felt like I played a decent deck, like 60 card prank kid like this, but I felt like my deck liked me in the early rounds and then just didn't like me in the later rounds. Like, she wasn't drawing like the hand traps that were necessary. Bad matchups whenever versus Eldlich. And it's like, you know, they open Goes and Warlords both games, so it's like, well, Goes in game 1 and then Goes in Warlords game 2. But like, that's tough, you know what I mean? Like, that is rough. But if they did the play that I said, then they would also be able to go ahead and summon out Anaconda here. I feel like setting that up guaranteed is just pretty nice. So go ahead, set Scarlet. So they have pretty good follow-up through the Eldlich stuff. They have Nib as an interruption, Imperm, Griffin. They draw Foolish. But this is like what they would want to see here. They're like, okay, Griffin pass. Let's go. This isn't a lot of interruptions. So they're going to dump Temple. And then Temple effect, Banish to go search. That's going to go search outright. Doesn't, like, the Foolish wasn't really a good top deck because, like, Small World would have been able to, like, grab this anyways. But I guess it can grab something different depending on how this goes. Like, it could grab Souls. Normal summon out Wind. And then go for Meow. Wind Chainlink 1, Faithful Chainlink 2, you know, classic, Chain Block, the Prank Kid, Dump Pranks, Summon out Roxy's. And then, so they're dumping Pranks, which, if you start with Wind, you can dump Pranks, which plays into, like, Nib and Bell a lot more, because your goal is to Doodle add it back. Or you could dump Fusion Spell, and then summon Doodle and Doodle try to search Pranks, which plays into like Imperm, Valor more. Yes, this also plays into like Wakero more. And go for Doodle, Doodle and Roxy's. So go search, grab the Fusion Spell, and then Banish, draw, special. Okay, so banish the Draco back. Go ahead, summon out Fire. Also, drew another prank kid, which is unfortunate. They decided to drop Nib here. They don't hold it, probably just because they want to try to keep him off pranks. Just because, like, that card is, like, the whole deck. Like, the prank kid engine isn't supposed to be, like, exactly how you win. You know, it's supposed to like bait out hand traps and then get the DP half the time, and then like it gives you a little bit of an engine. But like the only reason the deck's played is because pranks. This card's like crazy. It puts Meow back, so your prank kids actually do stuff turn 2. They're gonna Fateful, grab Temple, discard Temple, and then Small World. So go from Wind to Ash into Souls, because 0 attack, 0 attack, and 0 attack, 0 attack. Special summon out Souls, dump Illusion, and then anything on res. Can I see the bridge? Yeah, then they go ahead and tell them. Nothing on res. Then Souls effect, they just have to let this go through. You don't imperm it because you save imperm for the Anaconda. You're thinking pretty hard here. Imperm, okay. I guess they don't care about. I mean, draw 2 doesn't really matter, you know? So, I think that was just, like, really wrong. So, dump Fusion Destiny, and then go dump the bricks, bring out Enforcer, Battle Phase, and then they're going to activate Enforcer effect, chain Scarlet, summon out Golden Lord, and then they're going to pop Enforcer and Nib, Enforcer Graveyard effect, set Fusion spell, pass, draw Cyberse Gadget, and then standby. Enforcer will come back now. Cyberse Gadget was a pretty good draw. They could normal summon and use the effect special summon back, but then they can't write. And activate Fateful here to go search and discard Temple. And then Temple effect, banish to grab right. Now, okay, so they are going to do this. Effect special summon back out. Souls. There's no real point of activating Temple. Like Fateful to grab Temple, discard it to search right. I guess like it plays around Imperm better. I guess that's what they were thinking. Scarlet, go set Wakero, but like I think it's pretty obvious this is Fusion spell. I guess it's not like super obvious, but they did search it last turn. So they're gonna gadget, summon token, go for Devote mandatory effect, Disciple, tribute off Devote, and they're just letting this go. They're not gonna try to stop any of this. Draw Temple, put back Devote, summon tokens. It is kind of crazy though, like the Dark Link 2, the Charmer, such a good card. That card actually like is one of the biggest extra cards in this format. And it's not like slept on, like, but when it comes into like rankings of extra monsters, like that card is insane. Like it's definitely better than Dagda. So I feel like everyone's going for Dark every game, and not everyone's going for Dagda every game. But Dagda still is kind of crazy though, just because it gets the Scythe. But Dark is wild. Summon back out Souls effect for 2. And then that draws into Scythe and Wakero. Okay. Imagine if they just like had set up DP turn 1. Like that would have been pretty good. Summon Anaconda. And they're going to get rid of Wakero to summon out Golden Lord. And then go for a Link Spider. Then Anaconda, pay 2,000, dump Fusion Destiny. They're going to chain Fusion spell to summon out Weather Washer. Okay, dump those, bring out Enforcer. And then effects will activate. So fire and water. And yep, that goes through. So gain 1,000, summon, burn for 500, summon. And then battle phase, attack Enforcer. They're going to activate Weather Washer effect to target Doodle and fire. And then chain Enforcer. And then chain Enforcer. So their Enforcer will go ahead, pop Linkuriboh and Wind, and then they're going to pop Anaconda and Dark. And then summon back out Fire and Doodle, and then they're going to get Dark effect to go search. So that's going to go search Magician Souls. And then Golden Lord beat over Enforcer effect. And then beat over Roxy's. Main phase 2, set sight, set YuGiToad. And then end phase, YuGiToad, set Scarlet. So they are designed to play multiple YuGiToad. They could be on the 2 YuGiToad, 2 Conquistador package. YuGiToad is pretty nice this format. Draws talents. Talents in the main deck, by the way. More people have been doing this, since less people have been actually going for Scythe. And that just makes talents like a lot better. It's like it's really good going first, and then going second, it's like decent enough. Bring out Dasher. I think it's better in other decks compared to Prank Kids, because like Prank Kids plays like normal summon Prank Kid, gets stopped, activate talents, and then you just don't really go anywhere from there. Like, yeah, you could draw Temple, right, but really it's like Fusion Destiny or bust, and you're playing 60, so unless if you could bait it out some other way, like without normal summoning Prank Kid, then activate talents, but I think it's good in the side deck, like for going first. They're gonna pop Anaconda and Scythe, and Scythe effect, special summon itself out, and yeah, that's just gonna be it. Because even if they go ahead and like doodle, add back fusion spell during the standby phase, they're gonna Enforcer pop the fusion spell. So right, bring out Token, bring out Fateful. Double Fateful is kind of nice in 60, for sure. Set Talons. Then switch to attack. They're going to attack the Link Spider for 100, attack over YuGiToad. Attack into that, just lose life points. Main phase 2, Celestial effect to draw. And then they're going to chain Scarlet to summon out Ash. It doesn't want to, like, they don't want them drawing Ash off of that. So they're going to go ahead, Scarlet, summon out Ash. That's a body. It's a tuner. Draw a field spell on Ash. Hey, and they did draw Ash off that. And then activate field spell. Field spell, go search out water. Feels like there's just like a lot of wasted time right now, right? Like it's definitely just game. Like there's no way they win this. They add back pranks. They add back fusion spell. Now they're going to adventure effect. Didn't they already do this? No, they didn't. Because okay. Right, I'm just gonna check. I feel like for some reason it was already declared. They placed it? No. Okay. Nope. No, it wasn't. For sure it was not. Just didn't wanna caught slipping. Special summon out Griffin, activate pranks, set fusion spell, end phase pranks. Yeah, see, for some reason I thought that was already used, but now this deals with the Enforcer effect to pop. So they're gonna draw Veiler, and then Enforcer's gonna get destroyed, and then Enforcer effect, pass, draws Cross Out. Ooh, Cross Out's pretty nice there. They can use Cross Out and call Griffin. So standby phase, bring out Enforcer, and then Enforcer effect, chain Griffin, chain Cross Out, call Griffin. And that's just insane here, because they're going to pop the fusion spell, pop Cross Out. So now that's gone. They didn't put back the Meow Mew, which means that like their prank kid follow-up isn't going to do anything. I guess to be fair, they would get hit with like Conquistador. But go for Unicorn effect, spin back the back row. And then Temple effect, banish to go Surge. They're going to have to grab from Graveyard because they've already gone through all 3. Grabbing from Graveyard is sometimes nice, especially when you're trying to like play around Droll after turn 1. Then Special Summon Souls, or you want to leave it right in the deck for Cross Out. Dump Illusion, set, and then Celestial to draw. Draws into double Dotscaper off of that. Nice. Souls effect, get rid of Fateful. Draws into Ogre. And then slap those into access code, effect gain 3000 attack, resolution, drop Veiler. Normal summon out Dotscaper. They have gone through Dark already. They're going to turn that into Devote. Dotscaper summon itself out. Go for Dagda. Activate right. And then Dagda is really good. That lets them Scythe Lock next turn. So, going on into the next game, we're going to see Prank Kid go first this time. Opening hands, we have Pranks, Temple, Small World, Right, and Cosmic. So this is nice. They have Right plus Prank Kid. They have Souls, Right, Wakero, Reaper, and Draco back. So Reaper's going to be pretty nice. I wonder if they're going after Meow or Doodle or Butler. There's actually been a lot of people. They even asked me over the weekend, what do I think the best Reaper target is? Is it Meow, Doodle, or Battle Butler? So Battle Butler, I don't think is the best one. It's cool that like you stop them from getting to Raigeki, but Prank Kids isn't Battle Butler. Like, that's not what they care about very much at all. You know, and if you let them get to the point to where they could Battle Butler, and you Reaper Battle Butler, they still have Weather Wash or Bow Wow, which is nice. But I think you just hit Meow. Because if you hit Doodle, then you let them put 2 bodies on board, which is like really good for them because that's just Anaconda. And like they can keep their extenders to try to push through more next turn. Try to get the Dark, etc., depending if their extenders are like Souls. So I think you just hit Meow and then like put them on half Pranks plus discard, or put them on half Fusion Spell plus another Prank Kid, which is just like such a low odds, especially with people mainly playing 60 right now. I know like 40 card won the YCS, but I still feel like people aren't going to be playing 40. I think it's going to be relatively closer to 40. I think we'll see more 45s, 43s compared to 60. They're going to grab Griffin, discard Pranks, special summon out Griffin. In response to Griffin effect, they're going to go ahead and hit Meow. And then Fateful, grab the Equip spell. So grab Draco back. And then activate Small World. And then that's going to Temple. So I don't know why they did it like this. They probably should have just started off with Small World, because otherwise they're planning to draw on Lockbird really hard. Like, if they search Griffin, discard, and then get hit with draw, they just don't have a play. Temple, Ogre, Souls, these are both 0, or not 0 attack, level 3s, and then these are both 0 attack. And then special summon out Souls by dumping Illusion. Souls affect the draw, so that'll go ahead. Draw into Water. Draco back effect to equip. They've been drawing weird. Going Anaconda effect. Like, there's Souls Drill, double Dotscaper, there's Drew double Water, and without Meow, the Prank Kids don't actually do anything. So set Cosmic, pass, draw Driver. Like, they're gonna have to draw a Prank Kid next turn for turn specifically, so that way they can dash or summon it, and then they can play their deck. Activate Right. But their hand is not very strong. Their opponent doesn't know this, though. Fateful effect to try to go search, chain Cosmic, and it's like the fact that they still have the Griffin and the DP is huge. So dump Illusion, special summon out Souls. And then, yeah, they're not going to do anything to this. Like, if they want to go ahead and use the effect, cool. Like, I think we just chain Griffin here, right? Plays in the Fusion Destiny, but yeah, that's tough. Do you actually play in the Fusion Destiny? I was going to say, you might just put them on Better Have It. Draco back effect to re-equip. And then, because, like, the only other thing you're going to do is, like, let Souls go through and then pop token, because Draco back gets re-equipped. And then, if they have Fusion Destiny, you stop it. If they normal summon, I guess they just make Dark. Dark takes Enforcer. And if you stop it, they get to search Souls for follow-up, which isn't nice. So they're just going to chain Enforcer, pop. And then end phase, Wakero, set Scarlet, Enforcer will be destroyed because Fusion Destiny, effect, draw Fire. Oh, and they did it. They actually did it. So Dasher, summon out Fire. And then standby phase, Enforcer comes back, Enforcer effect to pop, chain Scarlet. So I think they're doing this just to like check if there's Nib or not. But now they can also Draco back, bounce Golden Lord. So going on into game 3, we are going to see the Cyberse Eldlich deck decide to go first. We have Instant Fusion, Cosmic, Fusion Destiny, Temple Cosmic. So they have Cosmic for going second, which is pretty good against this deck. It stops Scythe. Double Cosmic will also hit the Eldlich engine. They draw Dotscaper, Cosmic, Cursed, Griffin, and Temple. Interesting that they decided to keep the Instant Fusion in going second. Activate Temple. Banish, go search outright. And then activate right, Chain Griffin. So, you know, their hand's very good here. They're going to bring out Fateful, normal summon out Dotscaper, and then turn that into Disciple, Escape 1, and then Fateful 2, Chain Block. Which I guess, like, the only thing that you'd get hit by is, like, Bell, and they probably would have already belled, but... Go for Devote. Devote effect 1. Yeah, I think I just done it there. And then Fateful. So, Fateful, grab Temple, get rid of Temple, Tribute, draw, and then they're going to put back. Devote effect, special summon out tokens, and then go for Dagda. And then go for Devote, Devote 1, Dagda 2, set Scythe, and then go ahead, turn those into Anaconda. Anaconda effect, pay 2,000, dump Fusion Destiny, the bricks, summon Enforcer, activate Cursed, effect, pay 8, feel great, go grab Conquistador, and then Enforcer effect, pop Cursed and Fateful, Cursed effect, go down Conquistador, set. I just don't get why people pop during the main phase, like... I get it. If they had Nib, etc., etc., would have already been done. But, like, some people are just really bad. Maybe they hold. I don't know. I don't see a point of playing into it. Pass, draw, Nib. That was not the greatest draw there. Like, if they drew that last turn, that would have at least practically been like a Chalice on Griffin. Temple, search right. Activate right. So special summon out token, and then bring out Fateful, and then Fateful effect. Chain Enforcer, Chain Cosmic, target Scythe, Chain Griffin, Chain Cosmic, target Scythe, so Cosmic acting as Chalice there still, but them having their Eldlich engine set up is still very strong. Enforcer, pop itself, and pop Fateful. And then they're going to Fusion Destiny. So, in response, chain Scarlet, bring out Golden Lord, and then dump the bricks, summon Enforcer, battle phase, attack over token. They're thinking there, but that for sure just goes through. And then attack over Anaconda. It should be, I was gonna say it should be 400 more because of Enforcer. But they're gonna activate walk. So they just activate Enforcer effect. They're gonna chain Conquistador, walk hero. They also didn't resolve the pop effect. Yeah, pop token, pop walk hero, set 1, end phase Cosmic, and that's game. So that was played a little bit weird, but we're gonna go ahead and see that Kenny is next for Team 1. So we're gonna see Kenny versus Matrix. And then Kenny's going to win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And they're going to go first, 60 versus 60. Opening hands, we have Imperm, Firewall Guardian, Illusion, Conquistador, Temple. They have Cyberse Gadget, Crossout, Right, Scarlet, and Dotscaper. So they're both playing the Cyberse Eldlich deck. Activate Temple, go ahead, tag out, and then search right. And then activate right, special summon out token, go bring out Fateful, normal summon out Firewall Guardian, link away for Disciple. And then we're going to see Fateful and Guardian. Let's grab that. Special summon out. And then Fateful effect. So that's going to go search Griffin. And then discard Draco back. Effector re-equip. And then get rid of the Guardian. I was going to say, don't you want to special summon Griffin first? Yeah. So go ahead, special that out. Trying to play around the Nib. Then go for Devote. And then Devote mandatory effect, Disciple effect, Tribute off, draw, Foolish Burial, put back Foolish Burial, and then Devote, summon out 2 tokens. Turn those into Dagda. Go for Devote, trigger Dagda, Dagda effect, set Scythe. So the opponent probably, oh, they like for sure are going to have to cross out Scythe, right? It's like cross out Scythe, cross out Griffin. We're gonna go for Anaconda. And then activate Illusion. So grab souls, put back. Yeah, just checking right there. Just, hey, do you have like Nib Veiler? Oh, you're not gonna drop it there? Cool, you don't have it. And then Soul's Effect to draw 2. Draws Veiler and Conquistador, and they just got rid of Conquistador, so now they have their Eldlich engine set up. And if you're able to like combo like this, plus have Eldlich engine set up, it's really hard for other decks to come back. Conquistador, set Scarlet, Enforcer effect, pop Anaconda Souls, pass, draw Cyberse Gadget. And then they do have a lot of Cyberse monsters though. Right, bring out Token, bring out Fateful effect, Chain Enforcer, pop Scythe and Fateful, Scythe try to bring itself out. And then on the graveyard effect, they're going to activate it, call Scythe, Chain Griffin to negate. Going on to the next game, we're going to see Matrix go first. Opening hands, we have Fusion Destiny, Scarlet, Walkero, Conquistador, Veiler. It's actually a pretty good hand. Like, it plays around like a lot of interruptions. Well, certain interruptions, I should say. And then they have Ogre, Scarlet, Golden Lord, Walkero, and Souls. So activate Souls to special summon itself out. And then Souls effect for 2. And they're going to Veiler this. Normal summon Ogre, go for Anaconda. Anaconda effect, pay 2,000, dump Fusion Destiny of the bricks. It's crazy because like the Souls discards were just free. Like it didn't actually cost them anything. End phase, banish, set Conquistador, set Scarlet. And then they draw into an Imperm. So go ahead, Fusion Destiny. They were thinking if they wanted to Imperm Enforcer, but there's actually just no point of doing that. So they're going to dump the bricks, summon out Enforcer, battle phase, attack Anaconda, activate Enforcer effect, and then in response they're going to Chain Enforcer effect. And then this looks like it's resolving here, so they're going to pop Scarlet, and now they have to pop 2. And then Enforcer graveyard effects. Okay, could have also done Scarlet, Conquistador, pop Enforcer, and then their Enforcer wouldn't resolve. And then that's like fine. But I feel like that could have been like played out differently. And then they're gonna set 4, end phase, they're gonna activate their Eldlich effects, because they didn't use them this turn, they were just pop, set Conquistador, set Scarlet, pass, draw Nib. And then Dasher, summon out Nib. It's a free body. It's a free big body. Enforcers come back. And then go main phase. And they're going to get rid of those. Go for Unicorn. Unicorn effect. Target the DPE. Chain DPE. And then they're going to chain Enforcer. Oh, wait. I just realized they probably didn't activate the Eldlich stuff because they had Golden Lord in hand. But, yeah. No, that's fair. That is actually really fair. Because Scarlet can't summon from hand. It can only summon from deck or graveyard. A lot of people do try to summon from hand with this, but that's just not what this card does. And then they're only on 1 Golden Lord, which I like 1 Golden Lord. I've seen a lot of people starting to play 2 of this, but I don't know. I don't think that's a card I really want in my hands. Then they are going to Enforcer effect, and then they're going to Enforcer effect, and then now they're going to go ahead and flip up Eldlich Traps, chain Scarlet. So Scarlet, summon out Golden Lord, and then summon Conquistador, pop Unicorn, summon Walkero, banish Celestial. They could have gone ahead and changed Scarlet, Conquistador, and then that could have popped the Walkero, so that way they don't get the banish. And then they're going to pop Scarlet, Enforcer, and then Imperm and Conquistador, Enforcer graveyard effect. Yeah, I just feel like Matrix is just playing the deck really weird. I wonder if they have a lot of practice with it or not. Beat over, end phase, effects. Whoa. Yeah, they're not going to be able to Conquistador because they've already gone through all 3 Scarlet. But they're going to set Conquistador. They weren't able to use that to do that though. And then draw right. And now it's just like this player's way further ahead. They've gone through less Eldlich stuff. They've gone through less stuff in general. Enforcer effect, chain enforcer effect, which is just baiting out the interruption. And then, yeah, they go ahead and emit defeat there. So, GG. Next is Emptiness. Okay, so whoever wins this final match between Kenny and Emptiness will be the deciding factor if their team is walking away with money or without money. So, we are going to go ahead and see Kenny win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, deciding to go first, 60 versus 43. Opening hands, we have Scarlet, Valor, Fusion Destiny, Fateful Adventure, and Prep. Okay. Fair enough. They don't have a Cyberse card yet, but that works. This works. They have Called by, Celestial, Knight, Fusion Destiny, and Meltdown. Activate Prep. So we're going to see 43 card invoked. Interesting that it's 43. Illusion. So, Illusion, grab souls, put back. Also, they're on Prep still, which is something cool because Prep plays in the Bell and Droll really hard. So, a lot of people have just decided to play, like, the souls over the Prep. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just main decking Droll at this point. Faithful to go Surge, so grab Draco back. I don't like Droll in the main deck, really. Some of my lists have played it, but it's not the greatest. Discard Temple, Temple Effect, Banish to go Search, so go ahead, grab right, and then activate right, summon token, and then Souls Effect, get rid of 2, and then, so get rid of the Eldlich and that, and they can change Scarlet in response to it if they want to, but they decide not to. Draco back effect to re-equip. I mean, the draws weren't horrible. Like, Celestial wasn't good, but the Scarlet draw was good. Then go into Link Spider, go into Anaconda effect, and they're kind of just hoping that this gets negated here. They're like, yo, let's try to, like, bait an Imperm or something. Imperm on this would be insane, because no Confusion Destiny, they don't have Imperm for their turn. Then they're going to set 2, end phase Scarlet, set Conquistador, so they have Enforcer, Conquistador, Valor as interruptions, plus a lot of follow-up. Draw Maximus. And then go main phase. Activate Knight. Special summon itself out. And then they're going to go battle phase. Knight attack Enforcer. Knight effect. Chain Enforcer. So Enforcer is going to pop Anaconda at Knight. And then Meltdown. Yeah, you don't want to put this in the graveyard. That just plays into like invocation type cards. So in response to Meltdown, they're going to Conquistador and Scarlet, so pop it, which is pretty good here. And then activate Fusion Destiny, so go down to bricks, and then summon Enforcer. Then they're thinking pretty hard here. They're going to activate the Enforcer effect, pop Fusion Destiny, Enforcer Graveyard effect. End phase, this Enforcer is going to be destroyed because Fusion Destiny. Then they're going to Called by on the Enforcer. So now their interruption is now invalid because it's being negated by Called by. Pass, draw. See, main deck draw. Dasher, summon out, draw. And then standby phase, Enforcer comes back, but it's not doing anything here, so it's just a body. They're just doing that to, like, out Anaconda, out the set card, and then have follow-up through Celestial. Like, I actually had to do something very similar this weekend when I was in an IronMan. I called by an Enforcer, but then I still Anaconda, summoned Enforcer, because I needed more follow-up, and Celestial gives you that follow-up, even though Enforcer is not actually doing anything after that. Because it's just going to get beat over or something and it can't use its effect. Well, it can, but it'll be negated. Bring out Knight off the lineup. And then Fateful Adventure. And the opponent's saying think a lot here. I wonder if they're actually taking up like a lot of time. Think Big Dink. Okay, I mean, I guess they're just trying to bluff really hard here. Go search right. And then go for Selene, because Linus is a spellcaster. Effect gain counters. Effect lose counters. Special summon out draw. Could have also done Souls. Go for access code. Effect gain attack. And then they're going to activate Enforcer effect. They just said thumbs up because, like, it's under called by. Oh, see, they didn't know it was under called by. Like, they didn't think about that. So they're just going to pop and then battle phase go for game. And then going on into the next game. They probably should have attacked with access code first. And then gone ahead and attacked with Knight. But I guess... Yeah. Just trying to play around Gamma as much as you can. Draw Driver, Imperm, Rider, Lancia, draw. This is not good. They have Ash, Nib, Schism, Alistair, and Meltdown. So summon Alistair effect, go search Invocation. Then Amrosh, Kiergarden, Invocation, Chain Lancia, Meltdown, grab Alistair, pass, draw Illusion. Okay, the Illusion's pretty good. Also, I'm pretty sure in one of the other matches, we saw that they were playing multiple Souls in their deck. So they're playing like multiple Illusion, multiple Souls, and like put back Driver is really good because then they can use Illusion next turn as another extender. Can you like play a little bit slower, my guy? Declared it, searched. I mean, I guess. Then special summon Souls by dumping Illusion. Battle phase, beat over for no damage. Main phase 2. They're going to turn those into Anaconda effects. So they don't want to get rid of Imperm. Imperm being able to deal with Alistair is pretty nice. Then dump Fusion Destiny, Brick, Summon Enforcer. Set Imperm, end phase, Enforcer effect. Pop the Anaconda and Meltdown. They draw Imperm for turn, which can go through the Enforcer. But then Alistair loses to Imperm. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that deck's just really bad. And then, like, they're also playing 43 cards, which doesn't really make sense. And they're probably playing 2 Invocation, which also doesn't really make sense. But they're going to Imperm, summon Alistair, effect. And, like, yeah, having the second Invocation deck's really good here. But also, there's not really a lot of people playing Lancia. Like, the Dagda deck's played as a one-of. And some other decks play it, but I don't know. Some people play it for Flaunderies, but I don't think playing multiple Invocation is worth it. If Lancia was like super heavy in the format, like it was at the start of the format, then multiple Invocation makes sense. Activate Illusion. Even then, like multiple Invocation is so whack. Grab Souls, put back, battle phase, beat over Alistair. And then they're going to summon out Amirage off of that, set Scarlet, end phase, Enforcer effect, pop Amirage, Enforcer Graveyard effect, pass, draw Ecclesia. And then they're going to summon back out Enforcer. Summon Ecclesia, effect to go search. So go grab Punishment. And then they could drop Droll just to get out of the hand, but they decide not to. And it's fine. Which means that, like, if you draw a Cyberse card, you won't be able to normal it if you draw it off Celestial. And then Enforcer effect, Chain Scarlet. And I guess at this point, yeah, they're going to Ash the Scarlet just to try to shut them off of that engine more. And then draw Wakero, special summon out Souls by dumping Illusion. Souls effect to draw one. And that's a good draw because they're back to their Eldlich stuff already, like with an interruption set up, and they draw right off of that. Yeah, that's really good. They've gone through Griffin, but that's still nice. And then Enforcer effect, and they are in main phase. They're gonna pop Schism, activate, special summon out token, bring out Fateful, and then Fateful effect, grab Temple, discard Temple, Temple effect, go grab right, and then switch to attack. So they're just like really, you know, slowing down the pace of this game, realizing that, you know, if they just play it a little bit slower, have the interruptions set up, play more control, that they for sure win this. Also, this wasn't summoned from Estrex, so it can beat over Ecclesia. And then pass. They draw Prosperity. So they're going to activate Prosperity. At this point, there's no point of even resolving it because you know you're going to lose no matter what. So what is the point of doing this? You're just revealing a lot more information. Then look at the top 6. Grab Fusion Destiny. It's like Fusion Destiny is not going to get you out of this one, buddy. It will not. Especially with that Nib in hand that will never leave. And then activate Fusion Destiny. Then they're going to go dump. Also, like, they know that every turn the opponent has had no other ways to search, so they're just holding Droll. But the thing is the opponent will never have another way to search unless if their top deck is, like, Meltdown, or if they resolve their hero stuff next turn, which they won't because they would have already lost by then. They're going to use Fateful Effect to go search, so go grab Draco back. Oh, so they're just going to equip the Draco back. Fair enough. I actually like that sometimes, where you can, like, keep Draco back in deck, and then you can Fateful equip it on their turn when they're trying to, like, force over the Brave token cards, because Griffin has too much defense, so they're trying to beat over the token, but if you equip it with Draco back, then it has to get beat over twice, and then they have to still play through the interruption. So you can put your opponent in, like, a weird scenario, and then they also still have to, like, actually out the token, because otherwise, like, Draco back on token is pretty nice, especially with Faithful still up to grab Griffin that you just put back. So then you kind of, like, put your opponent on outing the negate still, and then having to get to DPE. It's like the whole format's just DPE turbo. I really hope that they ban Anaconda, or ban Enforcer, or ban Fusion Destiny. I mean, I think Anaconda makes the most sense out of all of those, but hey, if they have to do a whack hit, like hit Fusion Destiny or Enforcer, that's fair enough, just because, like, I don't know. It's like, when the format's based around it, it's like really good. It's like there's a lot of people on control, a lot of hand traps. I like the lot of hand traps thing. But yeah, the Cyberse Eldlich deck, I think, like, the Cyberse stuff, while it's, like, good, it's also, like, really bad because it loses to every hand trap besides Valor. But then the Eldlich DPE stuff is usually what seems to carry them, like hand traps DPE standard, but then Eldlich stuff is pretty strong because no matter, like, what you do to them, the Eldlich stuff will, like, keep going unless you, like, banish Golden Lord or something, but, like, nobody's deck is doing that right now. So they can, like, keep their engine rolling with these, which is pretty nice. And then, yeah, I see some people play, like, a lot of the Eldlich cards in the deck, which I don't think is proper, because you don't really want to draw multiples of these. Like, drawing one is fine. If you draw multiples, it's fine as long as you can get the DPE, because if you draw, like, Wakero, Conquistador, if you can, like, DPE, pop Wakero, then you have Conquistador set up with DPE, which is, like, probably just enough to win you the game. If you have, like, a hand trap behind it on top of that, it's 3 interruptions, and then, like, your Enforcer plus your Conquistador pop are both leading you to, like, many avenues of, like, follow-up. But we're going to go ahead and see Team 1 end up winning there. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.